Howdy, and welcome to Lesson 2 on Leading and Managing. You may look back on your younger years and discover that your natural tendency has been prevalent since childhood. You would also be wise to observe your bent, work to improve the skills needed to offset your natural bias toward either leading or managing, and surround yourself with people who possess skills that complement yours. When we all work together, the results exceed anything we can accomplish on our own. In lesson 2, we're going to begin to explore what are the differences between leading and managing. Although leadership has a nobler connotation than management, please remember each role or tendency is neither better nor higher than the other. They're equally important and necessary for an organization to excel. Furthermore, great leaders and great managers need each other to maximize their potential. Leaders and managers make excellent teammates. That is why John Maxwell said, leaders without managers cannot keep what they grow, and managers without leaders cannot grow what they keep. Whether your bent is toward leading or managing, you can become more effective by leaning and learning the skill at the other end of the spectrum. With the help of numerous wonderful people over many years, I grew our small family, 5-employee, debt-laden company into a highly successful organization with over 150 employees. However, as our business grew, I had to tackle the new challenge of both leading and developing a team of leaders. Over time, I came to understand that there is a difference between approaches focused on relationships and those focused on results. I realized that this difference was a defining characteristic of leading and managing. The following is the contrast, some of the high-level distinctions between leading and managing. Leading, we focus on relationships. Managing, we drive for results. Leading, the focus is on people. Managing, the focus is on things. Leading, we lead people. Managing, we manage things. And leading, the focus is on how we say and do, while managing, the focus is on what we say and do. I believe leading and managing are actually very different. To me, leaders focus on people while managers focuses on things. Regardless of your bent, effective leadership requires both leading and managing. In Built to Last, Collins and Perez call it the genius of the end. And they said, instead of being oppressed by the tyranny of the or, highly visionary companies liberate themselves with the genius of the and. Instead of choosing between A or B, they figure out a way to have both A and B. They went on to say that this was not about balance in which you go 50-50. Instead, highly visionary companies accomplish both at the same time, all the time. For example, I've always known I had a bent toward leadership and investing in people. However, as an effective leader, I had to learn to wear two hats. When I had to make a recruiting decision, I put on my leader hat. When I had to review financial reports, I put on my manager hat. At the same time, I also learned to hire great managers so I could focus more on my leadership gifts and strengths. That's the genius of the and, leading and managing. In lesson two, we have begun to explore what is the difference between leading and managing. In the next lesson three, we're going to look at 6 examples of the differences between leading and managing. Well, in lesson two, write down 2 or 3 action items that you want to take today. And this concludes lesson 2 on leading and managing.